Welcome back to the table. Today we're here to talk about HerStory, the newest game by Underdog Games. In HerStory, you're an acclaimed author writing about famous women of history. And this game has over 100 famous women in it. There are so many to learn about and to write about. But don't worry, the game itself is quite simple. In a round, each turn you're going to get to do one of 3 different actions. One of the first things you can do is you can research. So you'll take one of the different research tokens from the middle board and put it on your own player board. The different research tokens have various different research icons that you'll need to create your different chapters. Another thing you can do on your turn is you can draft a chapter. So what you'll do is you'll take one of the chapters from the middle of the board and put it on your personal draft space. When you do that, you immediately get 2 points. You only have 2 draft spaces though, so you want to be careful on which ones you're choosing to put in your book. And once you have a chapter and the research icons you need, you can use both of those to then complete a chapter. So what you'll do is you'll take the research tokens that you need for that specific chapter, and you'll discard those away from your board, and then you'll take the chapter and complete it onto your book. When you do that, you'll immediately gain the victory points in the top left corner. And now that it's in your book, you'll get to use any of the abilities at the bottom. These can be anything ranging from an additional research icon that you can use throughout the rest of the game, or some in-game abilities, like if you're in last, when you complete a chapter, get 2 points, which can be something to really swing the game in your favor. You're going to go around in turns, each doing one thing on your turn until somebody completes their 8th chapter. As soon as they've completed their 8th chapter, that's it, the game's over. There are some chapters that'll give you endgame victory points, so you want to make sure you tally those up too, and the person with the most points wins. But the coolest thing about the game is that once you're done, you get to take all of your chapters, put them together, using your player aid as the front. You've literally made your own HerStory book. And you can look through it and say like, oh, I have Harriet Powers, I have Connie Ten Boom, I have Nina Simone, and read about each of them and a little bit of their history. My favorite person who came out was definitely Ada Loveless. As soon as she came out, I was like, ooh, I'm taking her for sure. I don't care about the points. And the reason she's so special to me is that I was a computer science major in college, and Ada Loveless is actually considered to be the first computer programmer. Not the first female computer programmer, but the first computer programmer back in the 1800s. And it's just crazy to think about how nowadays computer science is such a male-dominated field, but we actually had females pioneering it back 200 years ago, which is super cool. So if any of this has sounded interesting to you, you want to learn more about females of history, you want to write about them in this game, definitely check out HerStory. If you have any comments or questions, put them in the comments below, and I'll answer any that I can. Until next time, make sure everyone's having fun at the table, and we'll see you then.